Hi everybody, this is me again. I got a charge, endangering the welfare of a child, when they claimed that my grandson, at the time, in 2015, was hanging out the window when he was not hanging out the window. He was looking out the window. He liked looking in the window and he waved at people. That's what he did. Because I could not let my grandson come outside, because where I lived at the time, it was nothing but streets, and my grandson liked to run in the streets. So to keep him safe, I kept him in the house with me and his sister and everybody else at the time. Okay, now I had just moved to Upper Darby around that time, which I shouldn't have. Everybody was trying to tell me don't go to Darby, and I was being hard headed, just moving back from another state to this state, to PA. And I just was up there, you know what I mean? But when I got accused of that, at that time I wasn't even home when that happened, when he was in the window. You know what I mean? My youngest daughter at the time, she was 15, she was babysitting. I was at the market. And so, therefore, they seen somebody grab him out the window and told him to get out the window. So they swore up and down it was me, and I wasn't even home. I was at the store, at the market, shopping. So, me and my daughter look alike, so they probably thought it was me. Just like they accused me of putting paint on some girl car when I don't know nothing about who this girl is. I don't wear bandanas. I don't come outside with a bandana. I'm a grown behind woman. Around that time, I was like in my late 30s. I was like 39, pushing 40. And when they showed me a picture of this young girl, this girl looked like she no more than 15 to 22. At that time, she was skinny. I was big. I was 200 to 65 pounds to 200 to 75 pounds. And they going to tell me that was me. At 8 o'clock at night, I told the officer I was in the house with my man. Sleep and doing me. That's what I was doing. I didn't want to get all in the when he kept asking me what I was doing, I was about to tell him what I actually was doing, but I caught myself, so I didn't want to say that. You know what I mean? It don't make no sense how it's a lot of crooked behind cops out there. It's a lot. They got so many skeletons in their closet, it don't make no sense. But yes, when I get a chance to, I am going to talk to a reporter. I'm going to clear my name, and I'm also going to get my stuff dropped, because this is pathetic. They got me charged, and they got me effed up. Charged with a crime that I didn't even do. When they took me to the police department, they asked me about a car, about somebody with paint, instead of just asking me about my grandson, and they ain't do none of that. And I went home the same day. So if it was a problem, I still had my grandchildren. You see what I'm saying? They is so crooked. That's because the white cops up there, Upper Darby, is so prejudiced, don't make no sense. So I had to get the hell out of Upper Darby. I would never move back to Upper Darby in my life. Okay? If I knew the officer name right now, I'd put it all out there. Okay, now we're gonna get back to Media Courthouse. Judge Scanning. How it's okay for the officers lie on people, and they just think it's okay with that. I got charged of hitting an officer with a cane, but yet I walked out that same courtroom with the same cane for the last 3 years. And if you ask me, I still have the cane. You know what I mean? It just don't make any sense. So if I hit an officer, why didn't they take it from me? Why didn't they hold it for evidence? It's a lot of questions that I would like to ask. Yes, I'm also going to talk to a reporter about this too. It's a lot. I'm going to clear my name, and I'm going to get my stuff dropped, because this is ridiculous. Just like I got charged, I came back to Pennsylvania. I was living in Delaware in 2017. I came back to Pennsylvania in 2018 to come and get some crabs. It was me, my husband, stepdaughter. And we came, you know what I mean? That's all I wanted. Somebody called and said whatever. So the officer asked me what was my name. I gave my officer my name, my real name. You know, I got a charge for giving him a name that's my real name, and he tried to say it was my false name. My real name is the name that's on my birth certificate and ID, which it says Carnita Muhammad Rowe. He gonna tell me since I didn't give him my old name, I have to go to jail for it. If I don't use that name, I'm not gonna give that name. My name been changed for 9 years. 9 years. It might have been longer than that now. I believe it's longer than that now. But just because the state of Pennsylvania had me under something and that's their problem. I haven't lived in Pennsylvania in 10 to 12 years. I left Pennsylvania. But everywhere I went, everybody knew my name. You see what I'm saying? They just pathetic. And there's a lot of crooked cops out here. You got Upland Police, they crooked as hell. You got Upper Darby, they crooked as hell. They tried to make me pay $50 for a car, and that's why they got mad and filed charges because I said I'm not paying for no car I didn't do. I don't even know who the girl is. Never even seen this girl. I don't even come outside past 8 o'clock. So what makes you think I'm going to come outside around 8 o'clock to decide to put paint on somebody's car and I don't even know nobody on that corner? That don't make any sense to me. But I know one thing. I am writing a book about my life. I am writing a story. And when I get done writing this story, my first cover is going to be nice. But I believe Judge Scannon, the district attorney, I just believe they shouldn't, the way they win their cases, I don't think they should have jobs. Because they not there for the truth. They there for lies. They don't want to hear the truth. If you tell the truth, they think it's a lie. If you tell a lie, they think it's the truth. They confused. Then they confuse me too. So what I am trying to say is really pathetic right here in PA. You know what I mean? That's why I moved away from Pennsylvania. I don't care 2S about PA. But I am going to clear my name and get stuff taken care of. Because when I am done, I ain't going to tell you what I want to do. But I don't want to own it or none of that. But this is really pathetic. Thank you for listening.